All right, welcome back from that break, and you're still watching Culture Daily right here on 3 Music TV, and you are listening to me on Plus 89.9 FM. The name is OLELE Salvador, and today being a Thursday, we bring you all the action on TikTok. That's why we call it TikTok Thursday. But today, as you can see on the screen behind me, I'm going to be talking to someone sensational, someone that has definitely waved the flag of Ghana so high with a little, display of his skill, talent whatsoever. And I'm sure you've already seen the artwork, so you know who I'm talking to. But before I get into the conversation, let me share just a little piece of information with you. Then we come back, we talk more.
Superstar.
Oh, bro, how far?
Yeah. Charlie, I agree with you.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You are the guy.
Yeah.
I see your stuff, man.
Oh, this is how I look.
This is the guy. I see your TikTok. Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah, you can.
Thank you so much.
Oh, come on.
Nice meeting you.
Dope, man. Bro, you spoiled it. What's your name, though?
Enil.
For TikTok?
Yeah, Enil.
Oh, shit. Let's follow each other. Why not? Damn. This is it. Oh, that'd be hard, bro. Charlie.
Bro.
Oh, that's nice. I need to make it this way.
This way.
Right?
You see, the mirror is that way, so.
Oh, so
Yeah.
but we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Israel Derek Apeti is the man I'm talking to, popularly known on social media as Enil or Enil Arts. Brother, welcome. Welcome once again to the Culture Headquarters. I am so honored and humbled to be talking to you because obviously you were a superstar in your own right. I mean, let's get into the conversation right on, because for me, I how do you do this? Like, you just meet random people and you pull out a pen and a paper and then you start drawing?
Yeah.
It's as simple as that?
Just as simple as that.
No, I don't believe that. You need to tell me your process. What
There's
really
no
goes
secret.
on in your mind? What are you seeing?
Just try to capture someone's image on paper and try to make them smile with that. I don't know why people feel so special, so tingly when they see their image drawn or painted on paper. It feels... I've had a couple of my images drawn, and I think it feels a little
So
special.
as in someone else drew you?
Yeah. A few people have drawn me, and
I see.
I see why
draws the
people are
artist?
so... Who draws the artist? I see why people are so about it. It feels good.
So let's look at how it all started. Yeah. Obviously you become a sensation, but of course there've been some trial and error days where you started drawing people and it wasn't really looking like them.
Yeah.
So let's look at the lows and then we get to the highs. How do you all began for you?
Okay, let's start from when I was a child.
Right.
As children, we all loved art, and not a lot of us continued it along the line. But I was lucky enough to have maintained my interest in it, and so I tried to draw and capture people's images and try to copy the same thing I got. I remember one of the first images I got right was Majid's image. I was so happy.
Majid Michel?
Yeah, Majid Michel.
Wow.
I was so happy I got that right, and it gave me another.
When you say you got it right, what goes into judging the perfect, artistic expression or impression of what you see? Because anybody I talk can draw Majid and say I got it right.
Yeah.
So what makes yours right?
For me, I try to look at the resemblance.
Okay.
The proportions, how the light falls on the face, how the shadow plays on the contours of the face. That all that, the light, the shade, the proportions comes into play to get the right image and the emotions the muse is depicting.
You mentioned light, shadows, proportions, and what have you. Are these things that you studied in school, or you learned them whilst you were growing?
I did study them in school, but then I had an idea before going there, so it added on to it.
So when you say you had an idea, this was a natural gift. You identified, and then it led you to a choice of study in school, or it was the other way around?
The former.
It was skill gifts into school. So school just enhanced and amplified it.
Yep,
great.
exactly.
So you are a visual arts student.
I am.
Right. So When you left school,
Yeah.
what was the, because people go to visual arts school or they take visual arts courses and they come out as either architects or, of course, artists and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
you actually draw with a pen.
Yeah.
You didn't start with a pencil?
I
Or
draw
pencil is
with,
too cliche.
it is kind of cliche, but I draw with pencil. But then the pen is sort of like me practicing for bigger projects.
Oh, wow.
So this is like me practicing.
I see.
And yeah, I didn't want to be too formal with my posts online
Okay.
to try to get some kind of, for lack of a better word, I don't know, format
Right.
for the page.
Right.
I just draw sketch during my free periods and post there.
Do you think that's what's made you trend on social media? Because obviously other artists are using pencils and
Yeah.
they have their approach to drawing these same personalities. But do you think it's the precision with which you use the pen
Yeah.
to draw that made you who you are, or has made you a sensation, as we've all celebrated today?
Yeah, the precision plays a major part in it, but then the motive plays a greater part. You know, any artist, any good artist can draw a good image,
Right.
but then it might not trend
Okay.
because the motive might not be something the masses can relate to.
That is why you started in the trotro.
Yes.
You started drawing mates in the trotro.
Right.
Talk to me about your first mate you drew in the trotro
first
and the
one.
first post that actually sparked the conversation.
The first post that sparked the conversation wasn't a trotro mate.
It wasn't a trotro mate?
It was this girl, Kelly. The girl, TikTok girl who was...
Hey,
Remember?
Kelly! I see.
Yeah, it was Kelly.
Wow.
Yeah. So I did a sketch of her and it blew up.
Wow.
Blew up. And I continued from
Do
there.
you think it was a strategic attempt to get some clout? Because at the time, Kelly was very popular. She was in the trend. So, or it was just...
Well, for Kelly's own, I would say, yeah, it was a nice attempt to get into the public
Did she
eye.
see it herself?
I think so. I think
She hasn't reshared or reposted anything?
No. I've not
Okay,
seen
all right. So
it.
after Kelly, because what I actually, I mean, Kelly's Kelly, but
Yeah.
the trotro mates, the passengers in the trotro,
Yeah.
and all these experiences and smiles she put in her face. There was one particular trotro mate who couldn't believe his eyes.
Yeah.
He wanted to be sure if indeed
Yeah.
it's me, right? It's me, right? What does that, do to you? I mean, you're an artist. You could have decided to do anything else, but your direction is a bit different from what people are doing.
You know, one of the greatest fulfillments of an artist is when the viewer appreciates his work. You know, so when you see someone react so wholesomely to your drawing or your sketch, it feels good and you want to do more. That alone is a whole encouragement on its own.
So why do you record them? What's the goal? What's the purpose? Or what's the direction behind recording that you are drawing them and then also seeing the expression on the face? Is it to encourage others to feel comfortable and relaxed when they see you in their trotro?
No. Not exactly. For people to see, I'm sure people are touched by just seeing it too,
Right.
not just the one who has been drawn. People who are behind their phones
Right.
also get some kind of feeling.
Do you get paid for this?
No, I don't get paid.
So how are you making money?
This is an attempt to reach potential clients.
Okay.
That, yo, I'm here. I'm an artist. Look at me. So come, let me.
When you say this is an attempt to reach potential clients, how long have you been in this business? When I say business, obviously it's an enterprise. So
Yeah.
how long have you been doing this?
Well, I would say professionally since 2016.
Since
after
2016.
SHS.
Right.
And I
For 7 years.
took it up seriously. And so from there, I went to school.
Okay.
And it was a little bit tight because of school schedules and all that.
Yeah.
So after school, 2021, and that's what I picked it up. And that's
So
when we
you
started seeing
have
things.
you had some clients, because you said you want people to know that, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
So have you had some clients
Oh, yeah.
come through? So what's the biggest
Yeah,
paycheck?
it's work. I can't say that.
Oh, nah, you can't say that. I mean, I'm not going to coach you anywhere, but okay, give me a range, like, just so that people who want to book you, or I've seen that you've been at weddings. I mean, you've been a number of things. So just tell us, just a range.
Oh, it depends on what you want to. Depends on what you want.
So when you say
it's not
what you
fixed.
want, what are the services you provide?
So the kind of picture you want created, the type of finishing you want, the size, all that's coming into play.
I see. Okay, now let me talk about how social media has been of great, benefit to you. Enil art, has become a household name, I want to believe, locally. I saw a video of you where you drew the Deputy Attorney General, and how was that like?
I didn't know he was there. I didn't know him.
You're just drawing away.
I was just drawing. Actually, I was there with my very close friend, Amma from Stamping Bank.
Right.
And she suggested that I should draw this man. I think she knew her, so I just picked the man and I drew him, and his reaction, as you can, was very wholesome.
So those of you who are watching us right now, you can see some of the works that Enil has done on the screen right now. Is Black Hole, I think that's Ronaldo, that's Beyonce. Have you had any superstar, global superstar? Of course, the Ghanaian superstars have shown their love, but have you had any global superstar, see your work reposted there, like, thumbs up?
I want to believe Stoneboy is global.
Oh yes, that's what I said.
Stoneboy is global.
Yeah, so definitely.
Yes, Stoneboy and his wife, Dr. Louisa.
Okay, but outside Ghana, have you had any
outside
other?
Ghana, no.
Not yet. Okay, now what is the future like for Enil? And I want to ask you something a bit controversial. With what you do, the precision at which you draw these things, has the CID invited you to help them with identifying some?
No.
They haven't yet?
No.
And then they are sitting on something. But what's the future with you? Because I want to believe that, if you were maybe in the States or somewhere in the West somewhere, I'm sure high-profile security services would get you involved. Unless, of course, it's not about drawing when people tell you how they look like.
Yeah.
Because I want to find out if indeed you have to see it first. If you don't see it, you can't draw it. Is that it?
It's not something I've ventured in, but then it's possible,
Because if I come to you and I say, okay, somebody took my phone, I went to a concert, and then
that would depend on you to describe the person.
So the person has, fine eyes, brown, this.
Oh yeah, it's possible.
It's possible. You can do that. Have you actually drawn a figure without really seeing the picture of the person, and it was close to the semblance?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
We haven't seen it before, have we?
You okay?
You see
I'll pick that up. You start seeing that soon.
Well, very well. So, what's the future for you?
There are bigger things coming. I'm making plans. I have a team, so we are making plans on holding exhibitions. So I'm sure I'm ready. You guys will help me.
We have to. We have to pull up
all that collaborations with bigger artists.
I'm happy you said you have a team. I was wondering if you've had any setbacks or challenges, walking through this 7-year or 5-year professional journey. What are some of the notable ones you can share with us so that we can really understand how? I mean, you make it look easy, but I'm sure there have been some tough times.
I heard on the earlier part of the show, the lady talking about Davido and
the parents.
Yeah, that's also a big it has been a big challenge for me too. I don't know, for every artist, Ghanaian artist, I'm sure they they don't see the future. It's hard for them to see how far this can
even
go.
After you become a social media sensation.
They are starting to believe now after seeing this.
Right, typical.
Typical of Ghanaian parents.
Yeah,
so they're starting to believe now. They're coming around.
How does that make you feel?
Fulfilled. I feel like I'm doing something. My parents is proud of me.
Is your dad also an artist? Your mom an artist? Sibling an artist?
Yeah, they used to draw. My siblings draw.
Your siblings draw?
My siblings draw.
But they didn't take you serious?
No, they didn't take
you serious.
My little sister looks very interested in it though. So I'm sure she'll pick after me.
Right. Yeah. Now, let's see if you can do something live for us. The production team have been asking if you can do something. I don't know if you have that time to do that. But
there's not enough time for that. But then
how long will it take?
I have it already. While I was waiting for you.
Hey!
So
Charlie,
should I show?
No, dangerous. let me see if I can help over here, bro. Look at me. Look. Wow. How long did it take you to do this?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Bruh. So when you sit in the Trotsky, how long do you have?
Normally 2 hours, between 1 hour and 2 hours. So,
Wow.
And because the car is, the trotro is always shaking, I have to take my time.
You have to take your time. Now, this is dope, guys. Do you see this?
Yeah.
You can see this? Look at that. Wow. And thank you so much for coming through. I'm sure we'll catch up when you indeed have that exhibition. I hope you do, because this is fantastic stuff. I'll go and frame this, and I'll show this to my mama. Mama, look at that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And where can we find you? Social media handles, number, whatever?
All right, social media, Enil Art, everywhere. Just enter Enil Art, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Now, we're going to go into the big conversation, because guess who is in the studios with us? The best African rapper, Bar EL. Know me? Yeah, he's in the studio for the big conversation. You don't miss this. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. So please still stay tuned to us here on 3 Music TV and Plus in 9.9 FM for those of you listening to radio. And also do want to check our Facebook, because we'll be streaming the conversation live. We'll be right back.